Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Jones to throw from his end zone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw from his end zone, Jones. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to take that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Judon. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this impact this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Patriots are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll run with Strong. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Pierre Strong, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hopkins, the man in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for New England, 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run with Strong.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Strong. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Pierre Strong with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Pats are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, left, right open.
He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. This pass broken up. Contact, a little time there. And now 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Jones throwing to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
In motion right comes Allen. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. Whatever was
was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Allen's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. In motion left is Hopkins. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away. Facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And Davis with it left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Going with Strong on the counter. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run with Strong. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Strong. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll try to run with Strong. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.